Last year, your brand value was pegged at 92 million US dollars. What's the valuation like after the Puma deal?
Well, the Puma deal happened alongside the MRF deal as well for me simultaneously, and I think it should be somewhere close to 120 plus now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean these are just numbers for me. You know, it's something that my management informs me about. It's not something that I strive for or I work towards, but I think it's just a byproduct of whatever I'm doing in my professional career, and so the focus always remains that. But yes, these things are an important facet of your life as well, and I have a strong management team that's really doing a good job with me on that.
Right. People obviously often compare you to your idol Sachin Tendulkar, something that you don't always like. But at least in this regard, you've left every cricketer far behind. Even Sachin at his peak or Dhoni at his peak did not command the same brand reach as you do. What has changed? Has something changed in terms of the way athletes are marketed in the country?
Well, I can't really pinpoint it to anything. I mean, I think back in the day, also you have to understand where the commercial market is going as well. In general, the money has increased in the sport, the money has increased with brands, so it's always going to be a progress. The guy coming in after, this group of cricketers is done, they might be making more money with brands. Who knows? So, you can't really compare the value that someone else has made in their prime, the game progressing as well, going a little bit more global. So I think all those factors play a massive role in your brand value going up as well simultaneously. So I would not compare, but yeah, I can say that it has to be a natural thing that people find the connect with you, and they want to see you. I haven't made a conscious effort on that. I think I've just been myself, and maybe people have started connecting to me in a way, because when you're playing on the field, your emotions are raw, and if people connect to you, they connect to you. If they don't, they don't. So it's as simple as that. And maybe I'm connecting to people more now, so I feel that is one of the main reasons behind it.
But just how difficult is it to manage yourself as a brand? What does it really involve in terms of the amount of time you have to give, or thinking about what to reject and what to accept as a deal? How much of it are you actively part of?
I'm part of everything. I'm part of everything actively. Nothing is blindly signed. It's always discussed, and my management also never brings things on the table which doesn't connect to me. The thing being that the owner of the company, Mr. Bunty, I'm very close to him, so he understands my personality, my character. All the people working in the company, they really understand me well, so they would never bring something on the table which would not resonate with me in any case. But even then, it's subject to whether I like it or not. A particular brand might be very big, but the campaigns they're willing to do or the creative freedom might not be in our hands.
And does personal philosophy play any role in this? In terms of, let's say, you're big about your fitness, and obviously you're an athlete. Does that play any role in when you sign for a brand? You think, okay, maybe that's not the right kind of thing to promote?
When I started my fitness turnaround, it was more of a lifestyle thing initially, but now I think it has become so important to the sport, and everyone's taking up that in such a big way that for me it's become a part of my thinking pattern. For me, if something goes away from that, I would not want to be a part of that or be promoting that. So we are actually on the cusp of making some big changes on that front. Things that I've endorsed in the past, I won't take names, but something that I feel like I don't connect to anymore, because if I myself won't consume those things, I would not want to promote it in a way to urge other people to consume it just because I'm getting money out of it.
To just take you back to the Puma deal, how hard were the negotiations for that? How long did it last? What did it involve?
I don't think the negotiations were really hard. See, my primary demand, you can say, or my condition was that I want to start, a sports line of my own, and especially in cricket, because I felt there's a big disconnect when it comes to cricket attire in this country. Although you might say it's the biggest sport in the nation, but if you want to go and buy cricket clothes, it's very difficult to buy, good quality stuff. So I wanted to make something with a big brand that people can use, people can have sports specific gear, have optimum performance on the field. So why not give them something that helps boost that performance? Because I understand, how big a role, the way your clothes are made plays on the way you feel on the field. Because if it doesn't have enough ventilation, small things matter a lot. It might just produce too much heat within the attire, and you might not be able to perform at your best. If you keep making the facilities better, the performances get better as well. It's a basic rule. So yeah, Puma was willing to do that with me. They saw, they connected to my vision, and they were pretty much on the same page. And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to sign with them, is because they have the creative freedom to make something and make those changes immediately. And there's no lapse in what I wanted to do and what they wanted to do with me as well.
Thank you very much, Virat.
Pleasure.